We start the video here in Hemempoisto because now the guys that have attacked me today morning and in the afternoon, they are probably working in that business site that you see on the back. They are probably working there. It is like no ending attacks and problems. When I was traveling around, it came the investigation really to an end, you know. It's impossible for me to believe that one of those guys attacking me, I know him 6 years. 6 years. 6 years, this fucking idiot tried to ejaculate in my face. And I try to be nice and I try to be understanding, customer service as usual. And I was thinking, when he ever gonna give it up? You know, because obviously I'm not gonna let a strange man ejaculate his dirty sperma in my face. And then if you look how he looks like, disgusting as usual, because only disgusting men come off this idea to ejaculate in the face of somebody without asking this person if that is okay or if this person wants to have this. So for all information, he's a Finnish man. What else? Because people has been saying there's foreigner, there's the refugees. No, Finnish people are like this. They are cowards. Because when things get worse, they do not come to your help. They come to cause more problems. They just think, oh, a lot of people is making problem. Now is the right time for me to make problem. Because then nobody knows it's me. Everybody's gonna think it's the refugees. What else, right? And this is the mentality from these people. Is just disturbed, sick and psychotic, you know. And I'm never gonna be stopped saying, in my home will never come a Finnish man inside. I will never put this kind of people living with me ever again. I have paid my fair share of it when I got together with my ex, because I want to have a family. And what he did, he destroyed my life. What else? And to the end, if I would not ask for finish a relationship, he would destroy even my happiness and my personality, because he's psychotic. He's just psychotic. However, this it was important. He attacks me. I know him 6 years. He cut my hair, and he has been cutting my hair like forever, you know. He attacks me, then first day he cut my hair, second day he destroyed my bag, and it was able for us to find out that is he, because in these times of business is not so much going on in Corona times. Because it's not so much going on, you have so many customers, so less customers, that is easier for you to find out who has planned the attack and who has come for the attack. I don't know what is in his mind. I even don't care, but maybe the idea it is, well, my idea was ejaculating in your face. Now I paid, but I can't, so I need this money back, you know. If you don't have money for erotic service, do not use erotic service. It's very simple. You are going to have to settle. You're going to have to be clean. You're going to have to take the shower. You're going to have to be polite. And you are going to have to be nice to the women. That's the way how it goes. So this is the job site. And this is this company here, as you see. So the attackers from today morning, they probably working in that company and in this construction site here in the Hemempoisto. Again, unbelievable. In Tampere has been more difficult to catch these guys because it's my own apartment, so they know where I live. They just go straight to the apartment. There is not many foreigner names, just 3 different foreigner names there, or maybe even one of them has come from the massage already somewhere in the studio and follow me back home. I just don't know. I cannot say. In Vaasa, again, repeat the same history. I have told this guy, again, a Finnish young guy. I told him, listen to me, if you don't have money, don't come. Because I have been having problems with clients that think they should have the money back. It's the same. You go to the supermarket, you buy 1 kilo of meat, later you shit the meat, and you think you should go what? Back to the supermarket and say, give me the money back. And they're gonna say, what the fuck? You have already shit this fucking meat. And so you already have got your fucking massage, and you should be happy because I was nice and polite and I do my job good as usual always. So no, then he of course decided to come back. He was not so lucky again, and I actually knew that he's gonna come back because he has been saying he has no money at all, and I was wondering how it's possible that he has no money and he has money for the massage. But is this my problem? No. If you go to the shopping, you buy the clothes, the woman is not going to ask you from where is this money. She's going to take the money and give you the clothes. That's a business, right? In Seinäjoki, there you go. It's come again, this Finnish guy. I know him from Tampere. He probably has attacked me here. And when he came, I just had a bad vibe, you know. I know that he's attacking me straight away. I remember his voice because, like I said, I cannot see the people when they drug me, but I can hear the voices. And I'm hear the voice, and I'm thinking, this is the guy. Shit, what can I do? And I start to massage him and think about what to ask. And I have seen the marks on his legs. He chose the same marks that he did on my hips. He burned my hips overnight because he wants to find out if the drugs has worked on me or not. So he burned my hips a couple of times, like 4 times in different areas. I will add pictures in addition to that video to see the girls. Prostitution is legal in Finland. Please report. Just keep reporting until they really move, you know. Thank God the police in Vaasa move, you know. When I told them, they already have heard about that and they move, you know. So the guy, you think or not, is again one of these disgusting guys, you know. His genitals are full bleeding and he has marks everywhere between the legs, under the arms. He stinks like tobacco. His smell is disgusting. And I say for him, you have to take a shower. Of course, he doesn't want to take the fucking shower. And if he would go anyway, he will not use the soap. And he will come back, he will smell more bad than before anyway, you know. As usual, I try to be professional. Did my job from the beginning to the end. And then to the end, I told him about the attacks, and he just like have not make any comment about, which generally people does comment about, but he has make no comment about, and he left. Guess what? He come back in the night time, try to steal all his money back, or the full money, or maybe all the money I could have. Problem is, like I said, it's Corona times. He was the only customer that day. I started to work already very late. It was 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and there was nobody anymore. There was nobody anymore around, and he was the only customer. So it was very easy for the police to know that it is he first, because you would have to know which hotel room I am. You would have to know which hotel I am, because I don't live there. So, and you would have to know who I am. It's not possible that you just look pictures in the internet and the person look exactly as the picture, because it's also a security factor. You see, this Finland is just a sick country, you know. Now I'm living here, going by to 13 years. I'm so tired of these people. I'm so tired of the fake ways and fake art and the intrigues, you know. It's like they are just like spending the time trying to make bad things for other people. So now you have to know that the group of people that are attacking girls are construction workers. Basically, most of them, they are working asfaltmies, talohoito, talomies, huoltomies, and some kind of electronics. It's just like crazy. If you see that these people really make good money, I would be very happy to have 3,500 or 4,200 a month. I would be very happy if I would have this money, and for sure that money would be enough for me. I will take care of it, but obviously, if you live like these people, You come from the work at home, you drink every single day. Then you need 2-3 packets of tobacco, and all your money is going away only for tobacco and drinks. And if you see the houses of these people, because I already, with the corona histories, we have been making this mobile massage, and some person really asked me, please, I'm not gonna leave my home, please make it at my home. When I come in, the only thing what this guy had in his home, it shows a very big flat TV screen and a sofa. He even don't have a bed for sleep. Think about this. If not, and this is a kind of guy that I know him also many years. He go out almost every day. He loves to look good and nice, at least that, and he spend a lot of money for drinks. And then you think, like, is this really more important for him, the drinks, than have a nice home and have a nice apartment and be able to relax at home? As you see, it looks like that. It does look like that, I was shocked to find out that this guy is 6 years a customer and call me even by name. I was shocked that the third guy in Senayoke, it's also again a Finnish man, again 1.90 m, almost 2 meters and 100 kilos heavy, and he decided to arrest me for what reason, however. I don't know which kind of reason those guys have more than sexual reasons and money. I don't know. But the reality is, you see how the mental stage of Finnish men are. In this process, many customers has tried to use my horrible situation just to get in touch with me and get close to me and make conversations with me. And then, just like they will feel entitled to text me any time of the morning or night about that situation, with the idea, alleged, that they want to help me, but they do not want to help me at all. So the first two, I did believe they want to help me, and I saw, thank you so much that you want to help me, Then later on, I see he doesn't want to help me at all. He's using my situation that he can be relevant, that he can have some female company and some conversation with a female. That's all what he's doing, nothing else. Is he discussing or what? And then later, after all these problems, if it's not enough that everything is going on like this, then you think, finally I find somebody that is interested to help me. Then it's come again somebody that just want to use you for their own purposes. So it's this country is like, I would say, this is like Bangkok in steroids. Even Bangkok is much bigger. This is Bangkok in steroids, because these people is crazy, absolutely crazy. And if you talk to them, they will tell you, like, I'm not afraid of anything, When you're dealing with this kind of people, it's very dangerous. It's very dangerous. People that's not afraid of anything is, as I said, they have no feelings, no emotions or whatsoever. It's like many years of drugs and alcohol. They are burnout. There is nothing there inside. The body is moving, and it's not a person inside of the body. It's just something like a zombie. So girls, please report anything. The most common marks will be the burn marks. Then they will cut you, they will cut your hair, they will break your leakage, is the most common. Then they will cut your bag. If you see your bag is losing the color or got cut, you are getting attacked. They cut your shoes, also another very typical thing what they do. And they go around, destroy some clothes. When you think that somebody, the bottom of your clothes did not fall, somebody really pull it down. Believe me, it is like that. When you think that your bag is broke, your bag is not broke. It is somebody has attacked you overnight. They have not found any money, and they decide to do something for you. If it's not enough, that you get attacking overnight, this is so coward, You can see how cowardly these people are. You attack somebody overnight, they are asleep, that cannot protect themselves, cannot fight back, nothing. Disgusting. And this is a man a country that say that men and women are equal. Why do you attack women? Why don't you go attacking men? Because, you know, we are not that equal as you all want to make us believe. The thing it is, you want us to pay equal for everything, which I never gonna do, because if I have to pay something, I'd rather live alone until I die. That's for sure. So, girls, take care, stay safe, and that's it for today.